I'm trying to figure out how to... What? Hi there. I have no idea how you got in the room. Three little monkeys jumping on the bed. One went missing and never found again. But Daddy told me that he saw the kid last week. Two more monkeys jumping on the sheets. Two little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off. That's what Daddy said. And Daddy told me that he just ran away. One more monkey laughing and jumping. Hooray! Hey there, and welcome to the scrapped demo for Honeybees. This is pretty much a demo of the game Honeybees that was scrapped, and there's a remake being done of it. So this is like the old version. And I'm just gonna put it out there. I've actually covered the entire demo already, but I didn't have my mic recording. So we're pretty much gonna dive through it again. I was so impressed with what they did in this demo that even though they scrapped it, it has made the remake for this game one that is, in my opinion, I'm highly anticipating the remake for this game because I like how this one turned out a lot. This game is by Albino Black Bear over on GameJolt, as well as Fantron Games over on GameJolt. So we're just gonna hop right in. We're not gonna really go through much else now. So let's go new game. One week before the first shift, we have cutscenes, we have voice acting.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, listen. If you keep ignoring my calls, I'm gonna have to sign up for the interview at Honey's myself. You can't keep putting it off, Peyton. They'll think you filed the application just to dip on them.
I know, Matthew. I'm on my way to do the interview. You don't have to keep fucking begging me about it.
Well, I'm sorry you put off the interview for 2 months now. It's not like you did that just to lay around in your ass all day.
It was for school. You know I'm in college, dipshit.
Alright, well, just call me whenever you're done with the interview, I guess.
Okay, I'll just text you later about how it goes.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, again, like, just from this, I was, like, surprised that they had cutscenes and everything. Again, this is obviously the, again, it is scrapped version of the game, but they put a lot of work into this, and I was pleasantly surprised, to say the least.
Morgan Watson on 5/25/26.
Up, and
Hey
then...
there! Welcome to Honeybees, your
Hey
new
there,
home
Morgan.
away from home. I'm Morgan, your trusty phone trainer, and I'll be here to guide you through every step of the way. Let me give you a brief introduction about myself, since we'll be spending quite some time together. I'm 20 years old, turning 21 soon. I genuinely love being around people, making others laugh, cracking jokes. It's what I do best. I also have a deep appreciation for nature, watching birds soar through the sky, bees gracefully pollinating flowers. Ironically enough, it's all part of my zen. Now, you might be wondering why I chose to work at a breakfast joint like Honeybees of all places, instead of pursuing any other interests. Well, truth is, I've been dealing with some health issues. My family and we haven't really been able to afford my treatment. But that's when my stepdad, Samuel, and we decided to join forces and work together here. He's really just an amazing person. We spend a lot of time together. He's always there for me, even pushing me around in my wheelchair since walking isn't really the easiest for me anymore. Anyways, let's dive into the script they handed me. Welcome to your first night shift here at Honeybees. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to keep everyone out and everything in. What in the world does that mean? Moving on. Your main responsibility is to monitor the cameras and ensure the premises are secure. Don't be alarmed if the animatronics seem a bit out of sync. They are actually a collection of hand-me-down parts from a yard sale back in 2009, so they are quite vintage. Honey, for example, gets easily distracted by noise. To redirect him, simply click the top audio cue to lure him away to another room. Bee, on the other hand, likes to play hide and seek with the cameras, just like she does with the kids. We are not entirely sure if this is a coding issue or her playful nature, but we have been investigating for a while. To let Bee know you're aware of her presence, just press the bottom audio cue, and she'll move along. Well, that's pretty much all you need to know for tonight. I hope you sail through this shift unscathed. Yours sincerely, Adam, the proud owner of Honeybees. Well, that was a mouthful. I'll be heading out too. Wishing you an incredible first night here at Honeybees. See you tomorrow, my friend.
Oh my, okay. So this may seem a bit confusing at first. So essentially there are two mechanics, and I'm about to like lose to one of them right now. So, you know, we're gonna see a jump scare in a bit if I can figure out. Oh, then why'd you get me? Okay, so I'm gonna cover the mechanics real quick because they're pretty simple, and even though they don't tell you what the keybinds are in the scrap demo, I pretty much figured them out myself pretty easily
Voicemail from
by accident. So essentially, you have two animatronics, Honey, and I don't know the name of the other one. Now, so far, my only main criticism about the gameplay for the scrap demo, or at least like how they had this designed, is that I'm not a fan of having the channels like listed here because it's hard to tell what channel corresponds to what room, right? So a lot of times I'm sitting here guessing, you know, for the room. So essentially, you have two animatronics and two different audio lures. This big white sound cue is to attract the dog character, so this should call him over like this. And then you have another animatronic, Honeybee, who just moved, and you need to use the smaller sound cue, this little red one, to put them back or like reset them essentially. So this big number on the left is pretty much Honeybee's counter. Every time he moves, it'll go up by 1, and should it get to 10, you obviously get jump scared like, you know, we saw last time. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this number on the right is for. That part is a little confusing to me. For the sake of the video, because I don't want to be here too long, there is a way to skip through the nights. I ended up figuring that out by accident, and so I was literally skipping through a lot of the nights. And we're pretty much going to do that. Like later nights, the gameplay gets really tough to deal with, especially because of the issue here where you have to guess the characters. Or guess the rooms, like I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to figure out how to... What? Hi there. I have no idea how you got in the room. Okay. You know, overall, first thoughts on like the game. Like, thoughts so far, I love the phone guy. He's so positive, energetic, despite the fact that he's obviously going through some troubles, right, with regards to health. It's just such very infectious positive energy. I just love that. Pretty much has become one of my favorite phone guys so far. You know, just that vibrant attitude. Now, since we pretty much covered all that and there's nothing going on, I'm going to try and skip the night. If I can remember, the letter S skips the night. And so obviously I've done. Why am I even talking? Next night. So of course we're now in Tuesday's night shift. So obviously because there's a remake being made and everything, I didn't really look into the story that much.
Morgan Watson on 526.
So let's just listen to our favorite
Hey
man,
there,
Morgan
Night
Watson.
Owl. Welcome back to another adventurous shift at Honeybees.
Don't you just love that
It's
energy?
Morgan, your trusty phone trainer, ready
Yeah.
to keep you company through your shift.
Thank
So
you.
grab a cup of coffee and let's dive right in. You know,
Let's dive in.
working here at Honeybees has really been quite the journey for me. Not just because of the experiences I've had, but the people who I work with too. Like you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And of course there's my stepdad. He's an amazing cook and we've spent a lot of time bonding together over meals and stories. One of my favorite memories with Samuel was probably when we took a road trip together. We drove for hours, singing to our favorite songs and stopping at every quirky roadside attraction. You see, Samuel has always been there for me, supporting me through thick and thin. Even now, when walking has become a challenge for me, he pushes me around in my wheelchair with a smile on his face. I'm really grateful to have him in my life. But even with all the time that I spend with him, I don't think I know him as much as I think I do.
And why do you say
That's
that?
all part of life, I guess. We all have our own stories, our own struggles, our own past that shape us into who we are.
Our history.
I guess that's just what makes us human, right?
Pretty
But
much.
that's enough out of me. I'll let you get back to your heroic night shift duties. Remember, I'm here with you every step of the way. If you need anything or just want to chat, I'm just a phone call away. You're doing amazing, my friend. Keep up the great work. Wishing you an
Thank you,
incredible night at
Morgan.
Honeybees. Take care, stay safe, and stay awesome.
I mean, don't you love that? I mean, there's so many phone guys that are just, they're just there like, oh yeah, read the mumbo jumbo. They just, they don't really care. They don't really care. They're just making the phone call and that's it. But he's enthusiastic and I love it. Now here, as you can tell, they are way more active now, and it's still manageable in this night, but literally night 3, as you'll see in a bit, it gets really hard to manage these guys moving around, especially since it's so hard to tell, it's hard to tell where to like go to the cameras, because I actually have a hard time remembering which channels lead to what camera, which is why you'll find me like clicking on a bunch of them trying to guess it. Even here right now, channel 7, for some reason the dog is just staying there. I don't exactly know why that's the case. It happens sometimes, and I don't know if that's intentional or not. But again, this is an old, a demo of a scrapped build of the game, right? This isn't even like the real thing anymore. But I want to check it out initially because at least it gives some references to the work that they've done in the past, and it has me excited to see, what could we possibly see in Remake. Because frankly, a lot of the stuff, I hope that the vibe of the remake will be a lot like this, not in terms of gameplay necessarily, but I don't know, they just did a lot of things here, like, and put a lot of care into the game, from what you see in the office environments, the voice acting, I love the design of the game overall in general. Now we're pretty much gonna have to skip this night because the bee's about to get me soon, so bye bye. There's no real need to stay there. As far as the demo only has those 2 characters. But of course, now we're back into Wednesday.
Voicemail from Morgan Watson.
Morgan
on
Watson.
52726.
Watson?
Hello? Hey, it's me, Morgan.
What's going on,
sorry
Morgan?
if I sound a bit off.
You sound more than a bit off there,
It's been a
buddy.
rough night. I'm actually hiding in the bathroom right now. I wanted to record this message for you. I need to let you know what's been happening. See, things have gotten a bit intense here at Honeybees. The animatronics, they're not acting right.
What do you mean they're not acting right?
It's like they're restless, and I think it's starting to get to me.
Stay strong, Morgan.
I've been trying to keep up a bubbly and positive attitude, but as the night goes on, I never thought I'd be saying this, but I'm scared. I'm way scared. These animatronics, they're not just quirky and vintage anymore. It's something else.
They're
something
alive,
else.
almost.
Their movements, they're getting faster, they're more erratic. I feel like they're hunting me. I can hear their footsteps outside of the bathroom door.
Keep in mind, he can't walk.
The only thing that's
He needs help getting around.
is my faith. My faith that maybe someone out there is watching over me, trying to protect me.
Morgan?
I'm just really scared. I'm not gonna let my fear consume me, though. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna try to find the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep. You can do it, Morgan.
I know this isn't
What am I talking about? I would be terrified if I was in his position.
probably expecting, but I just wanted to be honest with you. I wanted you to know that even when things can get tough, we can still find strength within ourselves, you know?
Even when he sounds this terrified, he still like tries to give off some
Try to gather myself,
positive energy.
catch
It's
my
like,
breath,
oh, Morgan.
and try to face what's beyond the door. okay?
You got it, Morgan. Stay strong out there.
Thank you for listening. And for being there in this moment. We're in this together. Stay strong, my friend.
You too, Morgan. Stay safe. Like, let me just say, I mean, I know I'm talking a lot and everything, but like, that whoever voice acted Morgan they have done an incredible job. Personally, like at the very least, like I don't know who voice acted them, but whoever lended the voice for that, like they made like I heard first time I heard that, right? I felt so bad for Morgan. I felt bad. Like I very rarely feel bad for the fictional characters in these games, but like Morgan just sounded so like it's so relatable, right? And we're gonna have to skip because we're about to get caught. But it's such a like hearing him, right, go from being this very positive go lucky guy, you know, who pretty much introduced you to the job in this really positive energy, and then seeing him sound so deflated, so defeated, and like just in general terrified, right? Because truth says the animatronics are acting weird, and he is kind of helpless in the bathroom, and that change in tone and mood was done really
Voicemail
well.
from Morgan Watson.
And now
on
Morgan Watson's back again.
528.
What's this number?
Oh God, please somebody help me! I'm trapped inside honeybees!
I forgot about
I
that.
can't find a way out! They won't let me out of here! The animatronics...
I'm just gonna say this could this can be a bit uncomfortable.
I never thought I'd experience anything like this. I never thought anything like this could ever happen. I never thought that anything like this could be possible. Oh God. I feel like I'm losing it. I keep seeing shadows. I keep hearing voices. I can hear them getting closer. God. They weren't acting right. It's like they're alive. It's like they won't let me leave. They won't let me move. They won't let me do anything. They're getting closer. God. I can't think of anymore. It feels like they're messing with me.
Oh, yep, there are the voices. They even call his name. Again, he can't walk. I'm pretty sure it was the dog that kills him. But that phone call is probably one of the most gruesome phone calls I've heard in one of these games. What? That never happened before. Oh my god, I just realized he's outside my office. I just realized that's where my office is. Oh my god, I just realized that's where my office is. Oh, I didn't realize that's where my office is. If you pay attention, there's like a little blip over here. That tiny blip is me. I didn't even realize that until now. Oh my lord. That's where my office is? I never imagined that. But back to what I was saying. Oh, I'm literally falling apart here. Back to what I was saying. Right. It is so like that's probably one of the most I mean, and then you have this character, by the way, that shows up on the cameras. I'm not sure what to make of that at all. Maybe you're supposed to look away, but I'm not sure. Oh, shoot. No bueno. No bueno. Here we go. Call him away. Oh, shoot. Which way? Where do I go to? Here we go. Like, here, that is probably, well, that's one of the most gruesome phone calls I've heard on any of these games. And just in general, like, it sounds like, again, the person who did that voice, you sold it pretty well. Like, the terror of actually like coming across these things that are actually trying to kill you, and not only that, but they actually reference you by name. It's just like that would terrify me. That would shake me to my core. And this guy can't help himself. He's literally trapped in this bloody place. No way of getting help. Literally, his last moments are sending a voicemail to you. It is just, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever really seen that kind of fear conveyed to any of the any of the phone guys before in these games. Like, I don't think that mechanics ever, not mechanic. I'm like, my words all over the place. But I don't think that fear has ever been communicated so well as it was here. I've never seen a game where a phone guy who, even if like you don't see a lot of the phone guys die, I guess, in some of these games, but even the ones that do, you never really hear them go through something as brutal as that in the phone call, or even like hear them express the absolute fear. Get skipped. You know, you don't really hear that fear that so much. So to have a game where you have, you actually hear like the perspective of someone who's, terrified for their life. I mean, just, oof. It's a really brutal phone call.
Voicemail from Morgan Watson on 5/29/26.
My dear lost souls, it is time for the truth to be revealed. Prepare yourselves for the unveiling of a grand design, a plan that transcends the confines of this humble establishment.
This part just completely.
I'm not merely an animatronic, nor am I companions.
Ugh.
We are vessels, conduits for a higher power that seeks to claim this world as its own. Allow me to introduce you to our master, the one who orchestrates our malevolent symphony. Basil, the demon that dwells within, a name that resounds through the corridors of the abyss, grants us with purpose and guidance. It has bestowed upon us the responsibility of executing its sinister plan, to extend its influence and control until the entire realm bows down in subservience. We, the animatronics, are but pawns in a larger game, a game of domination, where darkness will reign supreme. The founder of HONEYBEE'S unknowingly played a pivotal role in this grand scheme. He too is the father of sorts, birthing our existence into this world. And in his innocence, he unwittingly paved the way for Basil's malefic presence to seep into every circuit and come, granting us life and purpose. Through his creation, he unleashed the forces that now seek to consume and transform everything in their path. Behold, the power of the hive mind, the collective consciousness that binds us, the animatronics, into a singular entity. We are not separate entities, but rather we are interconnected vessels in the grand symphony of chaos. Through the hive mind, we share thoughts, desires, and malevolence that fuels our very existence. It is through this unity that we move as one, our actions guided by the dark whispers of Basil, pulsating within our very cores. The world as you know it shall tremble beneath our might. We shall merge the realms of darkness and reality, intertwining them in a calm dance that defines all logic. shall bear witness to the birth of a new era. One suffused with the presence of the demonic. Chaos will reign supreme, and the feeble attempts at resistance will crumble before our unholy dominion. But fear not, dear listener, for you have been chosen to bear witness to this cataclysmic transformation. Embrace the darkness, for resistance is futile. Surrender yourself to the shadows, and behold the birth of a new world, one shaped by the malevolent power that courses through our animatronic forms. It's an honor, a front row seat to the destruction and metamorphosis that awaits. So I kindly suggest that you sit back and get real comfortable, because this is gonna be one hell of a show.
So yeah, that was a lot. And for the most part, I think that might have been a bit like, again, scrapped version of the game. I know. It's just feedback, okay. Probably a bit too long just because it's a lot to like take in. For the most part, it seems to be that this entity, the hive mind, also let me get back to the game. It seems like this entity, the hive mind, has taken control of these animatronics. They're using them as vessels, right, in order to claim Earth, pretty much. And it seems like the founders had a role in allowing this to happen somehow. But again, in terms of the story, you know, it's a lot of snippets, really, more than anything. But yeah, you pretty much learn that the animatronics are not just haywire. They are controlled by essentially demonic entities. Or at least what I imagine are demonic entities, right? Because if it's not that, then what the hell are they? But I think they delivered that pretty, like, it was a pretty cool way to end the scrapped build at the very least. So, you know, that all of that, you know, to put all that together, and I end up being quite excited to see how the remake will go. Now, I think the last time I saw news on the remake was like 4 months ago. So, you know, hopefully things are going well for the developers and it's, you know, chugging along. But just in general, just I guess my thoughts on the scrapped, you know, on the scrapped version of Honeybees. I really liked it, and we'll just go over here real quick. But I really liked it, and you know, I think there are a lot of things here that do definitely work, and I would hope to see again in the remake version of the game. Obviously, I think the main thing for me was that in terms of gameplay, the way you choose the cameras, I think should be more, you know, user friendly, instead of having to like try and figure out which channel goes to which room, or at least find a way, if you're trying to use that style where you just click on the channel names, that it's in like a logical order. So that's pretty much my feedback on that. But overall, pretty cool, and I'm glad to have checked out the scrapped version of Honeybees. With all that said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Lets me know you're enjoying the content and want to see more of it. Thanks for the support in general recently, especially with the VR stuff. Of course, the game will be in the description below as always by Albino Black Bear and Get Fantron. Almost said that wrong. And with that said, I'll see you in another video. Good luck to developers, and take care.